Hello everyone, good morning, good morning. I'm coming at you from my apartment complex here in Yulin, and I got a lot of things to talk about, and I think I'm going to break up this video into 3 parts. One, I'm going to talk about the new year, the new me, new decade, or whatever. Then part 2, got a little Patreon request. Someone on my Patreon, excuse me, has asked me to talk about Chinese, so I'm going to talk about Chinese and maybe a goal that I've got for learning, improving, keeping my Chinese kind of up to date. And then part 3, I'm going to talk about the weight loss and my trips to America and my trip to America and things like that. So let's get into it. So part one, the new year 2020, great. It happens every year. But I mean, now we're in a new decade, so I guess this is kind of a new stage because, I'm going to be turning 31 this year, and it might be time to embark on a few new things and things like that. So I'm going to actually sit down right over here. So let's get into it. New Year. I had a very nice New Year. Hope you guys did as well. And I went to have hot pot with a few friends, and then after I had hot pot, we went to this place called McElroy's. It's just this Irish pub here, owned by an American fella here in China. So that's kind of a funny little thing. But yeah, I had a nice time. I really enjoyed myself, and I hope your New Year was good as well. And so Spring Festival is coming. It's coming out, I think, in like mid-February, something like that. We'll be going back to Crystal's hometown to see the new year. And then in the 7th day of the new year, which I think is January 1st, it's the day after my birthday, I'll be going back to the States for a little bit. So that'll be fun. I'll really enjoy that because it's been 2 years since I went back to the U.S. So I figure it's probably time. So as part of the new year, I'm just kind of thinking about what do I need to do? Like what are some things that I need to improve on? What are some things that I need to work on? I'll keep up the weight loss. But part of it is I got a haircut. So I got a big haircut. I figure it's a new year, and I don't think I made any videos last time I got this haircut. I think I was taking a break. So if you've never seen me with hair like this before, then now you have. It's kind of a big shock. But I used to have this sort of hair all the time. Oh well. So yeah, new haircut. I feel like it looks good. I got a nice round head, so that works. We've just finished up the semester at Sichuan University. I've just done all of my exams. Exams are really, really crazy at Chuanda because I've got like 450 students, something like that. And you have to like set up the exams in a very specific way. It's very tiring because it's speaking exams. So you have to talk to all the students one-on-one. As well as do a group component. So things are crazy, but all those grades are in. And then as of tomorrow or later this afternoon, I'll be on vacation, which will be awesome. And I don't start teaching again until I think February 24th. I think that's my first day of the new semester. So I'll have a nice long vacation. Yes. And as I mentioned, I'll be going to Crystal's hometown, be going to the U.S., and we'll have a good time. I'll definitely be making videos from Crystal's hometown, maybe make a couple of videos or one video about the food and stuff like that. So let's get on to part 2. Let's talk about Chinese. So I got this request from a guy on Patreon. And if you didn't know, I do have a Patreon, so you can contribute to that. It's just patreon.com/AustinInChina. I think that really helps me out. If you want to like support this channel and like give me motivation to make more videos, like that's the best way to do it. But anyway, the Patreon request is am I still like, it's about Chinese, like am I still learning Chinese? Am I still doing Chinese? How do I do it? It's interesting that I get this Patreon request about Chinese because I actually just finished up an interview with a channel called Mandarin Corner. So Mandarin Corner is run by Joe and his Chinese partner Eileen, and they're making great content over on this channel about learning Chinese. And something that they do is that they're starting to do more of is like these long form interviews where they sit down with a guy for like an entire day and talk about, you know, different subjects. So they actually did a long interview with me. It was like basically a Joe Rogan interview. It was like just like a 3-hour interview. Like I did an interview for 3 hours in Chinese, just talking about kind of my life and about making videos and, you know, lots and lots of different things. And then I did another like 2-hour interview with them on my diet, like losing weight in China, using the keto diet. I did all of that in Chinese. So right now they are taking time to like edit the video and add subtitles and things like that. So if you're curious about my Chinese level, I'll put up a link to that as soon as that video comes out. I'll let you know. But, you know, so obviously if I'm doing these long interviews in Chinese, I do have a decent level of Chinese. I don't speak a lot of Chinese anymore, if I'm completely honest. I don't find myself needing to speak Chinese as much as I used to. I guess I do have a lot more expat friends now, and I do obviously speak Chinese with my in-laws and things like that. And I do speak Chinese when I have to go out and buy things. Like most of my Chinese is used for like transactions. There's a car coming. Hold on. Most of my Chinese is used for like, you know, just daily transaction and daily needs. I don't have a lot of conversations like that in Chinese, but something that I am going to be doing is I'm going to be using an app called LinkQ or Link. I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced, but this is a great app. They're not a sponsor, but it's a great app for reading. I find it really great for reading because like LinkQ, you can log in, get a membership and all that, and you can import any text from any website at all. You can use books, you can use like anything. You put it into their program and then it breaks up this text into the specific words. There are spaces between all the words, spaces between all the phrases, and they've got a little system. It's not perfect, but it's a good system for like vocabulary review, remembering, like it sorts your vocabulary into different levels of familiarity, and it tests you based on your level of familiarity. And you can make little notes, and it's got its own dictionaries, and it's a great little app. So like I use it for like reading news and just keeping up to date, anything within certain topics that I've decided to like follow. So I follow like news and tech and science and things like that. And so, yeah, I use that for reading. It's a great way to improve vocabulary. So if you are interested in like learning a little more Chinese, you can use that app. LinkQ is really great. Link, whatever it's called. If you know how to say it, let me know. But that's pretty much what I'm using these days to learn Chinese. And I'm going to set a goal because I've been very lazy lately about it. I've been, you know what everyone says, like, oh, I'm really busy and all that. So I'm going to set a realistic goal for myself, and that is to read one news article per week. 1 to 2 news articles per week. I feel like that's realistic. That's fine. Even if you have a life and you're busy, I feel like 1 news article per week is absolutely fine. Because every news article that I read, there's maybe 5 to 10 new vocabulary words. Every week, I feel like that's realistic. So that's what I'll be doing. So yeah, I hope that was a good enough update for you, and that satisfies your curiosity. If not, just ask me some more questions. And if any of you want to check me out on Patreon, that would be fantastic. You know, if you are a Patreon supporter and you have any video requests, I can absolutely do those because you are directly, contributing money to the channel. So yeah, fantastic. I will sell myself for Patreon patrons. Yeah. And with that, I think we're going on to part 3, which is the weight loss. How is the weight loss going? And when is it going to stop? Like, what am I down to? And all of that. So let's talk about it. you guys who've been watching for a while, you know that I started this weight loss journey at 126 kilos. And I started at the beginning of February. And so it's been quite a while. It's been 11 months. And I started at 126 kilos, 277 pounds. And as of today, I'm at 80 kilos. I don't actually know what that is in pounds, multiplied by 2.2, whatever it is. So, yeah, I'm down about 100 pounds, and I was down to like 78, 77 kilos. And then Christmas messed me up because I went absolutely bonkers on Christmas. And I've been kind of trying to go back down again. And I'm my sort of goal is like to get down to like 75 kilos, maybe even less. So yeah, hopefully that works out. I'm kind of nervous about my trip to the States though, because, you know, in the States, there's going to be a lot of temptations. So I don't know exactly how that's going to go, but I'm going to try to not totally stick to the diet, but I'm going to try to control be within reason, I suppose. I guess that's the biggest thing. Just be within reason. And I think my goal for the weight loss is to basically sort of maintain my weight for this year, I think. It's just maintain my weight around that 75 kilos, 80 kilos, like let's say 75. Just maintain my weight at around 75 kilos for the year and see what happens. It's been a crazy ride. It's been fun. It's been life-changing. It's been great for my energy and for my mental health, as well as my physical health, obviously. I don't think I'll continue doing keto after I hit my target weight. I think I'll mostly just avoid sugar. I got to avoid sugar because sugar is just not good. You know, sugar's not good. I'm going to avoid sugar, and I'm going to avoid as many processed foods as I can. Yeah, I'll throw in, you know, carbs and stuff for most of the week, but I may do a couple of days a week where I kind of do low carb and just see. I'm going to play with it and see how it happens. I'll reintroduce fruit back into my diet because, yeah, fruit's not a part of the keto diet. I like fruit, so I'm going to just kind of go for a more overall kind of balanced diet with no sugar, with no added sugar. I think that'll be sort of my key to maintaining weight over this next year. So yeah, along with trying to play more football, try to cycle, and, you know, do that sort of thing. Try and stay active, especially as spring comes. When spring comes, it'll be much easier to be active because in winter, like, the air is not as good, and there's not a lot of sun. You don't feel like going out and doing things. But once spring and summer comes, that'll be nice. I think we might even have a part 4 in this video. Something that I'm going to do this year is I'm going to be changing jobs. Sichuan University has been great. I've been at Sichuan University for this is my 4th year. So after this next spring semester, I'll be changing jobs. I may even be changing cities. I don't know. We just have to kind of go where the money is, go where the good jobs are. My time in China, I've been taking jobs because of my interest in them, whether it's been teaching a new sort of skill or it's been I've been trying to get into a higher level university. So I started Lanzhou Jiaotong University, then I went to Tianjin Foreign Studies University, then I went to SWUFI, and now I'm at Sichuan University, which is a really, it's a well-known school with a high reputation. There's not really a lot of places to go that are higher than that. And I've sort of sacrificed the financial aspect of it because you don't make a lot of money at university. So I'm going to be looking for a job with more money. I have a couple of ideas, but I'm going to wait until I get a new job before I tell you what it's going to be. So yeah, fingers crossed. We'll see. Maybe something in Chengdu, maybe something somewhere else. I don't know. It's scary leaving a job here because, like, your job and your visa are tied together. If you don't find a new job, then you're out of a visa, and then you're out of China, and you got to put all of your hope into this new job and hope that it's good, because a year-long contract at a place that you're not happy is tough. It's real tough. So yeah, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Don't know what's going to happen. So 2020 will be either a really good year or it'll be a really bad year, but hopefully it'll be a good year. So yeah, best wishes to you and yours. Hope you had a good New Year's. Hope you had a good Christmas, or whatever holiday you happen to celebrate. And I hope that this year will be really good for you, and hope that it'll be really good for me. So thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you all next time.